Ten Hag out, Ten Hag out. A disgraceful performance. Warning signs at Manchester United. Get rid of Ten Hag. This is a devastating result. It's not. It's full time in Spain. It is Cadiz 4, Manchester United 2. We lose our first friendly. We play again in 2 days against Real Betis. And then after that, we've got a 10-day break until we play Burnley in the Carabao Cup after the World Cup final. So, yeah, to say the least, first of all, it's very weird to be watching a Manchester United in the middle of a World Cup. This isn't normal, but here we are. Let's get into these player rankings because we played a total of 22 players on the pitch today, I believe. I think 21 or 22, I'm not sure, because I'm not sure if Shura went off at the end. Here we go. First of all, Martin Dubravka, he gets a 5 for me. You know what? I didn't want to go that harsh, but yeah, I'll go at 3.94. Let me just quickly refresh this page again. Yeah, Dubravka gets a 4 for me. He was not good. He was not a good football player today. I mean, it's not like he's our number one choice, but on all 4 of the goals, maybe 3 of the 4 goals, he could have done better on. Yeah, I'm happy he's not our number one choice. Although, I would like someone better if De Gea, for some reason, picks up an injury. So, maybe a lone keeper in the summer. We've already got a lone keeper. Yeah, Dubravka's not very good, but maybe just a bad day at the office. Wan-Bissaka, he also gets a 4. He's just not a good footballer. Horrible on the ball, horrible defensively, horrible offensively. His link up with Garnacho was terrible. Yeah, Wan-Bissaka, you can tell why he doesn't play football for Manchester United. He is just way, way off the pace. Absolutely way off it. Victor Lindelof. He's also going to get a 4 from me. He was probably on the headed goal, which I can't remember if it was the first or second. It was the headed goal. He was at fault for because he, for some reason, Mengi was in no man's land for the first goal. The second goal was fucking Lindelof was in no man's land, I believe. Like, what was he doing? He was just having a fucking daydream. Apart from that, not very solid. We led in 4 goals. Not a good game by Lindelof, to say the least. Tegan Mengi. He is also going to get a 4, another youth player. He was at fault for one of the goals, and again, not very solid down back. I think our entire back 4 have to get the same scores, because Brandon Williams was about the same as Wan-Bissaka. Both just 2 really horrible right backs, 2 horrible fullbacks, to say the least. His ego's a bit high for someone that's that good at football. So yeah, Williams, no good performance today. Just absolutely no link up or creativity whatsoever. I'm going to give Scott a 3. And there's a reason why I'm going to give Scott a 3. But like, these scores might seem harsh. I'm just doing it to how I'm just doing my scores normally. And these scores were never going to be high. So, you know, who cares? McTominay, he gets a 3 from me. I'm doing it purely because of McTominay is a first-team player who, I don't know, less than a year ago was getting called up every single game to play for Manchester United. He's still a very well-circled in rotation player for Manchester United. Embarrassing is the word I'd use. Absolutely embarrassing. Horrible performance from Captain McTominay. Zidane Ekbal, he gets a 6. He gets my man of the match. So creative in the midfield. We haven't really seen a lot from him this season. He might have come on once as a sub this season, but in the pre-season, particularly in the games in Australia, he was really, really good. And we haven't really seen a lot of him. I'd like to see more of him in the first team, to get a bit of experience. So even in the Carabao Cup game against Burnley, I hope to see him, which we very well might, considering our lack of players, with everyone that could be heading to the World Cup semi-finals and finals. But yeah, I mean, just quickly on that, you've got Lisandro Martinez for Argentina, Dallo and Bruno for Portugal, you've got Casemiro, Fred, Anthony for Brazil. Like, we're in trouble. We're in serious trouble. Anyway, for the Netherlands, we've got Malacia. And we've got Malacia. And, well, I think he's actually our only Dutch player on that team. Talking of Dutch players, Donny van der Beek. I'm going to give him a 3 alongside McTominay. Him and McTominay were even for me on levels of shitness. In fact, I'm going to put them both up to 4s because I weren't that bad. But, God, I know what they can both do. And Van der Beek's Man United career is running out quickly because that was horrendous. Next up, we have Anthony Elanga. Rhythm is a dancer. Anthony Elanga. He is getting a number 5. I'll give him a 5. He wasn't as bad as everyone else, but he was still pretty shocking. I mean, not only was his link up with Wan-Bissaka terrible, which was... Actually, Alanga playing on the left wing today, sorry, for some reason. I'm not sure why. Alanga playing on the left wing. Not only was his link up with Williams terrible, partly Williams' fault, partly Alanga's fault. But, like, don't ask me why Alanga playing on the left and Garnacho playing on the right today. I was really confused about that. But, yeah, link up was terrible. Offensively, not very good. Tracking back wasn't very good. Looks a little bit slow and off on the ball. But all these players are going to be rusty. What can you expect? They were all just a lot shitter than I thought they'd be. Garnacho... Gets a 5 from me. Didn't score a goal. Looked really lively on the ball. Didn't actually have the ball a lot considering Cadiz controlled the game. Alright performance from Garnacho. Martial gets a 6. Scored the penalty. Wasn't on for long. Putting a little bit of a graveyard shift with how well the midfield play. I've had Zidane ball and that's it. And now the player ratings get strange. Mark Urago. Look, I've got to say, I've never watched this guy play before today. They're all probably just gonna get 5s. Yeah, he wasn't very good. We lost the ball a few times. We lost one of the balls in the midfield, which just led to a fast break goal. Can't remember who that was though. Deshaun Bernard 5, Fredrickson 5, Sam Murray definitely wasn't good. Charlie Savage, hey, I know you, 5. Kobe Manu, he gets a 6. He scored. Hanson Arrowen, I'm actually going to give a 6. He won the ball back a few times in the midfield. Good on the ball. He's one of those youth players that I think could create a career with Manchester United. Noam Emiran, 5. Shola Shuratire, 5. I know who you are, but he wasn't very good. Charlie McNeil, you know what? I'm gonna put you down to a 4 because I know how good you can be, Charlie, and you were terrible today. Ten Hag gets an average 6 because really, with team selection, there's no right or wrong answer. With substitutions, there's no right or wrong answer. I literally can't judge Ten Hag today. It was completely up to the players, and they fucked it, to be honest. Submit my vote. I'd be shocked if it's not Zidane Iqbal. Oh, yay! Zidane Iqbal, man of the match for Manchester United. That is the end of those player rankings. I'll see you back for the game against Real Betis. Ten Hag out. Disgusting performance.